You've probably experienced this. You ask an AI to draft a strict, compliance-based document, like a lab procedure or an assessment brief. Instead of a usable tool, you get a generic wall of text that ignores your formatting and fills in facts you didn't provide. This usually happens because the model is operating without boundaries. When an AI isn't given a clear structure or specific constraints, it defaults to guessing to fill the gaps in the prompt. This is where the guide framework comes in. Think of it as a pre-flight checklist. It is designed for high-stakes accuracy and rigid outputs, where precision is more important than creative flair. By anchoring your request in these 4 specific categories, you reduce the ambiguity that leads to errors. This approach helps align the initial output with your exact requirements, which cuts down on the time spent fixing manual mistakes. Let's break down the acronym. The G stands for goal, a one-sentence objective. The U is for understanding. This is where you lock in shared assumptions, ensuring the model understands the specific rules of the task. Next is I for information. This is the raw data, the facts, rubrics, or policies the AI needs to process. Front-loading this information ensures the model uses your specific evidence rather than its own training data. Finally, D is for direction. This is where you specify the exact container, like an A4 handout or a 3-column table, forcing the AI to deliver the content in a ready-to-use format. We can see this in action by converting a dense assessment syllabus into a student-friendly handout. For the information section, you would paste the specific materials the student needs, the official task description, the grading rubric, and the relevant curriculum codes. Then, the direction section sets the boundaries. You might ask for a single-page limit, a checklist for students to tick off, and a clear timeline of checkpoints. By defining the criteria and structural boundaries first, the model is constrained to the source text you provided. This reduces the likelihood of the AI inventing requirements that weren't in your original syllabus. This becomes even more critical in scenarios where safety and equipment limitations are non-negotiable, such as drafting a science lab investigation. Take a look at this lab setup. To prevent the AI from suggesting experiments that use equipment you don't have, what specific physical limitations would you need to include in your information section? You have to establish the local reality. This means providing a specific list of available tools, a strict 55-minute time limit, and your school's safety policies, such as mandatory teacher demonstrations for heat sources. The direction phase then structures that data into a usable guide. You can instruct the model to produce bolded safety warnings and empty data tables that students fill in as they work. Providing these physical and policy limitations up front is a reliable way to ensure the AI generates materials that are actually safe for your specific classroom. While Guide is powerful for precision, it isn't a universal tool. Because it relies on rigid constraints, it is less effective for creative tasks, like developing a unique persona or brainstorming open-ended narrative ideas. Different tasks require different frameworks. While Guide focuses on compliance and data fidelity, a framework like RACE is better suited for building an end-to-end lesson architecture, where the tone and creative flow are the priority. It's also important to remember that the direction step only works if the information step is complete. If you provide a great format but forget the source data, the AI will immediately go back to guessing. Effective prompting isn't about using one single method for everything. It's about matching the structure of your prompt to the specific requirements of the task. When you apply these constraint-based frameworks to high-stakes tasks, you move away from unpredictable results and turn the AI into a reliable, time-saving tool for your daily operations.